There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and wonder. Like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and wonder. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. Good morning, Julie. Hello, Anson. Hello, Jack and Robert, Roger, Sister Fizz and Bling, Danny Lopez, Aiden Hassan, and Joe Simmons and John Collins and Ninny and Joanne. No, Jack, I can't. I don't know the words that well. The song I was singing was a song called Build My Life. And it's a Christian song. And I didn't really know much about it, but they sing it in church on Sundays. And I think it's a beautiful song, and it builds throughout. And the whole church was singing it, and I'm getting the chills talking about it. I kid you not. I was crying during the service just because it's such a beautiful, emotional song. Hello, RJ. And I found it on my Apple Music or on YouTube, and I've been playing it. And it's called "Build My Life," and it's a Christian song. But I'd rather that. I mean, I know it'll instinctively turn a lot of people off. But if you could put that aside, I think just watching the people in the video, the momentum build and the faith they had and the belief they had and the gratitude they had and the love they had and the joy they had in their hearts was a beautiful thing to watch. And I heard the song, I don't know, probably 30 times yesterday. So when I got out of bed this morning, I always have some song on my mind. Good morning. And today was that one. No surprise. I listened to it for hours yesterday. I listened to it on my scooter as I was riding out to Oswego. I was listening to it on my scooter as I rode back from Oswego. I was listening to it in the morning. I was listening to it at night. And it's in my mind, and it makes me smile, and it gave me the chills. Anyway, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a little show, and it's becoming a bigger show. It's a show that I've been doing for a long time on different formats and different platforms, and it's a show that I really enjoy doing. It's a show every morning. I think maybe I won't do it today, and one thing leads to another, and I make my coffee and I get started, and here I am doing my show. Let's have a little water. For those that have been watching a while. Oh yeah, I know I got some long-time watchers. For those watchers, for those special watchers, it's a show. Do I make any money from TikTok? I don't make any money from TikTok. It is the one social media platform that I don't make any money from. I think it's a worthwhile question. But hold on, I'm doing my introduction about coffee. Now, RJ, I know you're excited. I know you want to know. I know you want to know. It is a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am so excited to take my first sip at this very late hour for me. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Let me have another sip before I reveal. Oh, so good. It's a Sumatra. I got such a big night's sleep. I got such a big night's sleep last night that I woke up. I had a hard time getting out of bed. It feels so good. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. It is a bold coffee, RJ. It feels so good not to be working today and to sleep till 7:30 and to wake up from dreams and look at my day in front of me and know there's things I have to do today. But none of them starts. None of my day starts before I get this coffee going. Just couldn't. And this morning I woke up from such a deep sleep, I realized there's only one coffee for a day like this. Yeah, it needs to be the Sumatra. Plus I'm out of cinnamon dolce. Made the decision an easy one. Why am I so handsome? I don't know. I just don't know. You love my bald head? Well, thank you. I like my bald head too. I've done enough videos about the bald head, but I'll say it again for anybody that's not watching. I don't know if I'd take hair back. If I could glue it on, or if God came down to me and said, "You want some hair?" I'd say, "No, God, I don't. I'm fine the way I am. But thank you for offering. You're a good God." I'm giving you the Steve Jobs vibe. I would think I have no similarities to Steve Jobs. I mean, I don't know him personally. I mean, I don't take that as a negative. I'm not a... I don't take it personally. I think Steve Jobs, I mean, obviously he changed the world. We're all probably staring at our computer or our laptop or our iPhone or our I'm still waking up, forgive me. You know, we're probably all communicating, or most of us are communicating through an iPhone. And that was him. Pocket computers. RJ, you're on a BlackBerry? You're on a BlackBerry? Are you serious? It was funny. I was slow to the smartphones. I had I don't know what type of flip phone I did for, okay, good. For a number of years. And when the smartphones first came out and the iPhone first came out, I was one of those guys that was too cool for Apple. I thought Apple wasn't cool. I'd always used IBM computers. I remember in the 90s when Apple almost went out of business. Never had owned an Apple. I had... So BlackBerry at the time came out with a phone with a screen, and I bought it. It kind of sucked. And all my friends were doing all these fun things on their iPhones. And I was hanging with my BlackBerry with a flat screen. And, you know, just wasn't the same. And I eventually got my first iPhone. I don't know what it was, maybe an iPhone 6 or 4 or something like that. And I was like, wow, this makes sense. This works. And then I got what's the big iPhone that doesn't call anybody? What's the big iPhone that doesn't call anybody? The iPad. Had a couple of them. Those would always crack. I had little kids. I didn't protect them as well as they should. The iPad's a beautiful, I mean, everything with the Mac is so beautiful. And now, good morning, Eugenie. And now I have, good morning, Ty. And now I have a MacBook Air. I have an iPhone. Hey, maybe, is that all I have these days? I don't know. But I'm a full Apple convert. So I would say anybody, I don't know. And Steve Jobs had a hand in all that. And I don't know, somebody said I gave him off a Steve Jobs vibe. I'm not sure why. I mean, he has a full head of hair. He invented this technology with which we all use. And I don't even know if he drank coffee, and I know he wore black. But overall, I appreciate it. Hey, thank you so much for following the host. Would I ever get an Apple Watch? I know you're a watch guy. Great question, Jack. I own an Apple Watch. I got it as a birthday present a couple years ago. I don't like it. Before I bought this watch, I'm not a watch guy. I just don't own any. I'm not a watch guy. I just wear a watch. It doesn't make me a watch guy. I'm not a watch guy. I wear a watch. I don't own any other jewelry. This is the only jewelry I have. And but I own an Apple Watch. I don't really love it. I don't really love it. I mean, when I was choosing between this watch and the Apple Watch, eventually somebody did buy me an Apple Watch. I asked people, hey, do you like your Apple Watch? Only one person out of probably 30 people I asked said they like it. The other 29 said they love it. I kid you not. Everybody said they loved it. I mean, one person said, yeah, they like it a lot. That was the lowest praise I got for their watch, for the Apple Watch. I like it a lot. Everybody else said love, had the word love in it. So I'm not trying to belittle the watch. And I own one, but it's up in my closet uncharged. And my issue with the watch, it was one more connection to technology that I just didn't want. And it was one more way that I get texted, or somebody tells me to stand up and breathe, or whatever. Or I'm a little, I don't know what the word is, crazy. We used to all just be crazy. Now we're OCD or ADHD or bipolar. We all used to be lumped together in a crazy. And now we've separated us all. So we're no longer, the norm, because we're all our own little craziness. We should go back to all of us just being crazy. It's kind of more adorable. But anyway, my crazy gets obsessed with the rings, and it tells me to walk more steps. And then I start walking more steps, and then I'm obsessed and consumed with the amount of steps I have and filling my rings. I mean, there's worse things to be obsessed with. There's worse things to be consumed with. But again, for me, it was just one more attachment to technology, and I really just wanted to wear a watch. And I don't know, it's shiny. It looks nice. So let's have a little more coffee. That's my thoughts on the Apple Watch. Chipper doesn't wear his either. And again, it's an amazing piece of equipment. I bought my daughter one, and she loves it. And I think it's an amazing product. And it's for, I don't know, $200-300 or something like that. But it's an amazing, amazing, amazing product that can do all sorts of things. The one thing I really liked about it was how you could turn up the volume on your music that you were playing on your wrist, just by going like this. I thought that was pretty cool. I'd be riding down the street in my scooter, or, I don't know, maybe in the shower. Want to talk about me in the shower? And you can just push the little knob of the dial, and it makes the volume go louder. Yeah, I do have a pretty background. Thank you. It's beautiful here. It's a beautiful time of year. It's a beautiful time of year. It's a beautiful time of year. I was thinking about it. It's mid-May. All times of the year are beautiful in their own way, but the leaves are at their fullest. The grass is growing quick, which, by the way, I have to mow. Good morning, Katie. Which, by the way, I have to mow today, or I get to mow today. And actually got a fairly busy day. I have always busy days. I was struggling yesterday a little bit. Because as a divorced dad, you guys know I'm divorced. I'm actually twice divorced. I think a lot of dads, and this is just what comes with getting divorced, but I say this so people, I don't know, considering getting divorced, realize, I think if you're a loving dad, and I think most dads go to work, come home, crack a beer, crack a pop, whatever, throw on the TV and enjoy their children and at home. and enjoy their children and ask them about their day and ask them about their homework and how school's going and see them playing out in the yard with little Johnny, their neighbor friend. But when you're divorced, especially when you're twice divorced, it's extremely challenging because to see my kids, I'm not doing it in the comfort of my home. I'm going somewhere to see them. And it's not just me. I'm sure it happens to other divorced dads. And I was thinking about it yesterday. Between work and seeing my kids, that's all that I do. I don't come home and go on the couch and just enjoy my children playing in front of me. That's not how it works. I go right from work to go pick up my kids or go to a track meet and this and that, and then I come home to an empty house. And it's tiring. It's tiring. It's really tiring. And I say this as a cautionary tale to anyone that's thinking about getting divorced. It's hard. It's tough. And it's, on my deathbed, it'll probably be, one of my biggest regrets is not being able to spend more time with my kids. I mean, I saw my two older girls yesterday, but again, it's just in short bits. And it's tough. My daughter ran really well yesterday. She ran the 100, the 4x100, and it was cool because there was an open race at the end called the 800, not called the 800. It is the 800. And she decided to sign up for it. She doesn't run distance. She's one of her faster kids in her class, but she's never going to be that fast. I was one of my faster kids in my class, but I was never the fastest sprinter. And she's kind of probably similar to me athletically that way. And she ran the 100 and the 4x1, which she did well in, but, And she doesn't run distance. She doesn't train for distance. And she ran the 800, which is 2 full laps around the track. And she ran a very perfect race for a girl that has no idea really how far 800 meters is. I mean, she knows it's 2 laps around the track, but she doesn't, she doesn't train. She doesn't know how fast she can do a quarter or how long it takes her to do a mile or how much gas to expend along the way. But she ran it almost perfectly. She ran like a 91 second first lap and 93 second lap. So she stayed strong. She didn't die. She didn't fade. She passed a bunch of girls at the end and ended up running a 3:04. And I'll tell you what, for an 8th grade girl that doesn't train, that has no idea how to run a race, or at least a race that's not a full out sprint, because the 800 is not a full out sprint, especially if you don't do much training. She ran a perfect race, did real well, and just did an amazing job. And I think she's realizes she did real well, because she doesn't train at all for it. And a 3:04 is, for an 8th grade girl, seems like a really darn good time. I think to make it to state in high school, you got to run like 2:25, maybe something like that. And again, she doesn't train. She doesn't, So I was really pleased with it. I think she was too. She's going to be a cheerleader. She made the cheer team in high school, and she's going to be a cheerleader next year. And I told her that she better be careful, or the cross-country coach is going to hear about her time she ran and start recruiting her to run cross-country. Good morning, Mama. Oh, that coffee is good. Probably not going to mow the lawn right away. I'm meeting some friends out for lunch, which is going to be good. We're going to Potter's, which is an open air. What do they call it? I wonder if it's going to be warm enough. I'll just wear my sweatshirt. Beer garden. I called it open air. It's how old I am, or how far I am away from drinking. It used to be called a beer garden. Oh my God, they do have good chips and salsa. They do have good chips and salsa. They do have a great Christmas burrito. They do have their nachos, or their volcano nachos are awesome. Yeah. I might get myself a couple non-alcoholic beers. I had one last night when I got home from the track meet. Felt pretty good. I wanted to work on some of my videos, and all of a sudden the world started spinning, and I started feeling very comfortable on my couch. Then I realized the couch wasn't going to be good enough, and I decided I better check out the bed. And I wanted to watch some documentary on YouTube in my bed, and very quickly that documentary faded into ancient history. It feels so good going to sleep at about 8:30, and waking up at like 12 and feeling like you've been sleeping all night and realize it's just midnight. And I don't know, knowing you got many more hours of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sleep ahead of you. Yeah. And I managed to sleep till 7:30. And I'll tell you what, it feels real good. Oh. Oh. I'm still groaning for the coffee, even though it's slightly tepid. Good morning, Josh. It is cloudy where I am. It was cloudy the other day. I'm falling behind. I told you guys before. I like to clip a lot of these videos or rewatch all these videos. And rewatch all these videos. And I have a lot of live content that I'm falling behind on. I'm still rewatching last Tuesday's videos and posting videos from it. So I have like 10 videos to rewatch and repost. So for any of those that don't like my content, be wary. Stay away from social media and Coffee with Ken, because I have lots of videos that are going to need to be found, discovered, and added music to, and added words to. I did a really funny video yesterday, and it all comes from this. It all comes from this. Sometimes the music is really the thing that makes the video. You know, the words can be cool and the background can be good, and you know, but then if you find the right song for the video, it just, you know, again, it's the cherry on the ice cream. But without the song, reminds me, I've seen clips of Star Wars without the music, without the concert playing in the background or all that music, and they look silly just running around an empty space station shooting lasers without the, you know, the music that accompanies it. And it kind of happens in videos as well. And yesterday I found a video of some guy saying something that I was hot or something like that. And I thought it was funny because guys seem to say that more than women, and I did a video about that. And I go, what music should I play? What music? And I thought of famous gay singers that I like a lot, and George Michael came to mind. And he did a song when he was 19 that's one of the most beautiful songs, you know, and it's called Careless Whisper. And I added that to it, and I think it was just the perfect pick for this song, or for this video, and it makes me laugh, and it still makes me laugh. A week ago, I started my live video, and some of my videos I do for the trolls, just to make them angry, because it's funny. And it was with me stretching, and I'm making these groans, and I know they like the groans, and I got about, you know, the same person 30 different times saying a bunch of hateful things to me. And I added the Rocky theme song to the workout video, and it was just so funny. I still can watch it and laugh, just thinking how I saw a TikTok, and I brought this up the other day about love me or hate me, is either way is fine by me, because if you love me, I own your heart, and if you hate me, I own your mind. And it's true. If you love me, I own your heart, and if you hate me, I own your brain. You know? And I just think about those people out there, and you're seeing some of them pop up saying mean things to me, that I'm on their mind so much. That I'm on their mind so much. It's weird. It's funny. Thank you, Julie. So what time is it? It's about 8:30. Thank you, Katie. Katie, I forgot you were a moderator. You've been a little quiet as a moderator. You're not as dedicated as some of my moderators. I don't give my moderators grades, but I could. I watched a video by my friend Joy, who lives in Austin, Texas, yesterday, and I just saw it yesterday, but it was a Mother's Day video, and it was beautiful. And again, it was one that reminded me of the music, the importance of music. Her words were great, and the tone was great, but she had in the background a song playing that really touched my heart. For those that are regular watchers of my Tuesday morning show, the Groot garbage truck just drove by. I don't know why I have a Groot garbage truck that drives by every Tuesday morning during my live video. It's not garbage day in Naperville. I don't know what he's doing. I wonder if he just like carjacked a Groot garbage truck. Every Tuesday morning at about 8:30, he goes for a cruise. He goes cruising chicks. Hey, baby. What do you think of my garbage truck? Ladies that are watching out there, how would that work? Would you like to be picked up for a date in a garbage truck? How about going to prom? It's prom season. All the beautiful young ladies. And by the way, girls today, I mean, they look beautiful. And I know fashions change and things change, but they look like gorgeous young women. And I look back to like pictures of my prom in 1986, and they all have funny hair, and they all wear very conservative, like full peach or pink or funny looking dresses. And I guess it's just the styles. Yeah, I agree, Katie. Some of the dresses are definitely a bit too showy. But you and I are probably old. I know I am. I don't know how old you are. Imagine a guy in a tux pulling up to your house to take your daughter to prom, making that sort of noise, rumbling in the Groot garbage truck. Oh, well, Heather, it's not trash day in my neighborhood, but either way, I think he picks up garbage at the church behind me. Maybe they do commercial garbage on different days, but I don't know. I've done entire videos about that truck on these Tuesdays. But I'm looking forward to my day. I'm looking forward to my day. I got such a full day. I pick up my little nugget of love at 3 o'clock today, and I'm so excited to see him. I saw a couple pictures my ex-wife sent of him this morning, but I haven't seen him since Saturday. I didn't see him on Sunday. I'll tell you what, it was kind of nice. I mean, I love my son like nobody's business. But it was nice having the day off work and having really nothing to do. And I enjoyed it. Sunday was a good day. You know what I might do for Father's Day? I don't know. It's Father's Day. Might be nice to have a total day off. Do whatever the heck I want. I was wondering that if my ex-wives were jealous of me. That they had the kids on Mother's Day. That they had my kids on Mother's Day. I wonder if they were thinking, wow, it might be better if Ken had the kids today. I mean, they must have thought it a little bit. I think we should rethink the whole Mother's Day, Father's Day thing. Because being a mom or a dad's a lot of work. It's tiring. Maybe you should have them make you breakfast in bed. Have them watch a show on your lap. Give them hugs and kisses and say, okay, go away. Go play with your mom or your kids down the street. I'm going to go back to sleep. So that's my fantasy. And it was. I felt bad for my ex-wives. I mean, I love my kids. I know they love their kids. And I know they'd be sad without them there. But seriously, it felt really good. It felt really good. It felt really good. I missed Augie, but I mean, I wasn't carrying him. It was like not having my little potato bag with me. I went into church, I was a little faster. Everyone said, hey, where's Augie? Well, he's with his mom today. He's with his mom today. And they go, oh, yeah. They were all sad. I felt bad. I don't think they even cared to see me. Everyone wanted to know where Augie was. At Starbucks. I went into Starbucks. Where's Augie? He's with his mom. It's Mother's Day. It's just you. Maybe I should get like one of those full-size pictures of Augie and like put it in my car and just walk down the street with it. And so I get all the attention that he brings in. So I get all the attention that he draws. Because he draws a lot of attention, because he's a little angel. It's interesting. I saw a young man with Down syndrome yesterday at the track meet. It's kind of a weird feeling, and I never felt this way before at all. But now that I have a child with Down syndrome, I in some ways wanted to go meet this kid. And I wanted almost to hug him and ask his parents if it was okay and talk to him about my son and the love I feel for my son, and how I see things differently, and how I look at Down syndrome as a blessing, not a curse. And I saw this young man hugging his little brother or sister at the track meet, and I could feel his joy, and I could feel his love, and I could feel his sweetness and his kindness and goodness. And even though he wasn't my son, you know, I wanted to be as close to it as I could, so I kind of lurked. Wanted to go up to the parents and go, hey, can I talk to your kid? I didn't. But I know as a father of a child with Down syndrome, I would understand that feeling from other parents, because I think it's a special bond that only people that have Down syndrome kids could probably understand. And again, I look at it as a blessing and not a curse. And when I found out he might have Down syndrome, I was going, oh no, woe is me, woe is him, woe is us. And he's perfect. He's a perfect little angel that happens to have Down syndrome. Yeah. I had another thought. Oh! I had some large kid yelling, hey, Ken! Hey, Mr. Tracy! Met me at the track meet yesterday. Big kid, looked like he played on the football team. And I'm going, hey, I don't know. Who's that? Is there somebody behind me named Ken? And I went to my daughter's friends and go, hey, who's that? And they said, oh, he's Christian. He watches your Coffee with Ken show. Tons of kids at school watch your Coffee with Ken show. And I went up and shook his hand. He's bigger than me. He's a big kid. And it was neat. You know, it was neat. We fist bumped. I felt like I was cool. Because I bet he's a pretty cool kid at school. I bet he is. Because he's confident, he's big, he looks like he must be I don't know. He's getting a lot of attention. He had a big pink shirt on. And we shook hands, and he fist bumped, and he said, it's inspirational. Made me feel good. I'm huge amongst the junior high crowd. Especially the big kids in junior high. So, anyway, let's drink a little more coffee. So it's 8:36. I've been talking for 35 minutes. Gonna go eat some breakfast. Gonna ride my scooter. I'm gonna meet some friends out at noon. Gonna have an awesome lunch. I'm gonna get some work done in terms of these video clips. I'm gonna post a few videos. I'm gonna feel good. I'm probably gonna listen to the song Build My Life. For anyone out there looking for a little Lisa Smith, I did get that book. I'm 3 chapters in and I'm enjoying it. I appreciate Lisa Smith. Lisa Smith suggested I get the book, How Did Starbucks Save My Life? I did buy it. By the way, I paid a horrid premium at Anderson Bookshop. I wanted to get it that day. There's a little local bookstore, not Anderson, Barnes & Noble. Anderson's bookshop didn't have it on stock, but sold it for $13. But I wanted to get it that day, so I went to Barnes & Noble. Starbucks has the biggest Barnes & Noble. I don't know this to be exactly true, or Starbucks. Naperville has the biggest Barnes & Noble. The most awesome Barnes & Noble out there, I would imagine. 2 floors, escalators, elevators, huge thing right on the corner in a key spot of downtown Naperville. But they charged me $18 for the book. I paid it because I told Lisa Smith I would get it. And I did. And I'm 3 chapters in, and it's interesting because the guy's story is similar to mine. I mean, there's parallels. He was born kind of with from a wealthy family in New England, and that certainly wasn't my story. But we're guys that at one point in our lives made a lot of money and kind of fell on challenging times. And I'm just reading the pages of his story, and I think I'll find some inspiration from it as well. And gets me more curious about working at Starbucks, honestly. I was wondering, hey, would that culture work for me? Not totally sure. It'd be a step from Target, but I don't think the right step. But again, when you're reading a book that says, how does Starbucks save my life? I'd be remiss not to ponder the thought, at least. I don't know if I'd be any good at making coffee. I'd get so stressed. I was stressed as a waiter. I don't know. Sometimes it might make it look easy, but they're moving around that little space they have behind the counter with great speed and with great purpose and great focus, because there's no way they could keep track of all those drinks because they're busy. And what we don't see when we're at the counter is all the orders at the drive-up that are being ordered and all the internet orders or the app orders. So they do a great job. I am friends. I guess I'm friends. I've known her for a while. The woman that got promoted at the Starbucks I go to. Good morning, Cindy. Named Gianna. Lovely young woman. And she's always got a big smile on her face. And she's an impressive young lady. And I think she's got a great career with Starbucks if she sticks with it in front of her. Because she seems like a quality individual and a hardworking individual, and I can feel her goodness inside and see it in her smile, and just see it in the way she goes about her day. So hopefully, maybe she'll be working today. I always get to bring my little nugget of love to Starbucks if I want, and I might do that. I haven't done that in a little while, so I might do that. But anyway, I'm looking forward to my day, and I have so enjoyed going live and sharing a little bit of my morning with you guys and sharing some coffee. Let's have one more sip. Oh, I so appreciate you. It is Tuesday morning. It's hard for my days always get confused. No matter what job I've ever had, except when I was a stockbroker, that was a relatively 9 to 5-ish Monday through Friday job. But when I was a waiter, when I was a realtor, now that I'm working at Super Target, all the days kind of blend together, and you don't know what day it is. You don't know if it's night or day or Tuesday or Friday, because they all kind of blend together. So I have to think. It is Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, Tuesday's my day off, and I'm going to have an awesome day off. And I hope you have an awesome day as well. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're enjoying your coffee. I want to thank you so much for joining. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself, and I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.